And I'm back. Fortunately, the game saved, as if you saw that before this whole thing happened. So let's see if it happens again. I'm gonna skip this.
So I get to go with you after all? Oh,
don't think I got it in time. Fortunately, they are fire demons, so they are immune to heal, for God's sake. Ah, come on. But now she heals. Freaking. Oh my god. I don't know why she did. She just stood there for no reason.
Ooh, I think a boulder dropped on me there.
There we go. What injury do you have? Yeah, broken bone. I really don't know what. That was just stupid. Why didn't she eat one? There you go. I think she was blocked or into butter, whatever it was. There you have it, the helm of Houndleaf. At least it was worth the effort. So, where did it go? There you go, look at that. 2 to all attributes and 3 armor. And it looks very nice. The other thing that was a mage thing. Let's give it to Morgan because he doesn't have a belt. There we go. Now the only thing that's missing is to just get back in. Because we unleashed and killed the demon, a lot of other stuff is coming, so there you go. Look at that, that's a slam. You would assume that knocks you on the ground, but it doesn't. What the? Where are the rest of them? Guys. I got it, they were still on
Let's get started.
hold.
Right.
There we go. That means he can't level up right now, come on. Now, we have lockpicking, in my opinion, high enough. So, inventory. Let's get her what I wanted. That's more dexterity. Critical shot, suppressive fire, defensive fire. Let's give her a critical shot. Can I walk home freely now? No. I jinxed that one.
Oh, this will be good. Wipe them out. Blast. Oh, as you advance, another battle. Sometimes must make it be brave.
I don't know what shades are. Are they demons or what are they? Because they're pretty useless. Of course, it's greater shades or whatever they want to call them. There you go.
You did it! You freed her! Thank you so much!
I'm sorry I ran away, Daddy. I was so scared.
It's all right, Butterfly. You're safe now. All the bad creatures are gone. The phrase to activate Shale is unheard. If you still want that bloody thing. I wouldn't if I were you. Now we should go, and quickly. Thank you again. We owe you our lives.
I don't think that's necessary. We just did our duty. The hero duty. And conveniently there's a stair way up here. Or ladder up to the surface. Dulenhan.
I knew that the day would come when someone would find the control rod. And not even a
And
mage
it
this time.
talks.
Probably stumbled across the rod by accident, I suppose. Typical.
Hello?
I stood here in this spot and watched the wretched little villagers scurry around me for, oh, I have no idea how long. Many, many years.
Oh, you poor dear. That would be really, really boring.
Then one wonders that you wouldn't be grateful to the one who allowed you to stretch your legs, Gollum.
Another mage, I see. Charming.
Yeah.
I was just beginning to get used to the quiet, too. Tell me, are all the villagers dead?
No.
Some got away, then. How unfortunate.
I didn't care for them.
Familiarity breeds contempt, as they say, and after 30 years as a captive audience, I was as familiar with these villagers as one could possibly be. Not that I wish their fate on them, no. But it did make for a delightful change of pace.
He must have been really bored. Then again, just standing there would have been very boring.
Not as much as it would think. There was running and screaming, and then days and days of watching the darkspawn prowl around. I would never have thought there could be something less interesting than the villagers, but there it was. Well, go on then. Out with it. What is its command?
Do you have a name?
Perhaps I may have forgotten after all the years of being called Gollum. Gollum, fetch me that chair. Do be a good Gollum and squash that insipid bandit. And let's not forget, Gollum, pick me up. I tire of walking. It does have the control rod, doesn't it? I am awake, so it must.
Yeah. Yeah, something is wrong.
I see the control rod, yet I feel... Go on, order me to do something.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is, if you have something like Seven or... Yeah, Seven with you, you can ask the Gollum to give him a hug, which Seven would very much not have. Yeah, walk over there.
And, nothing. I feel nothing. I feel no compulsion to carry out its command. I suppose this means the rod is broken?
Well, it's not entirely broken. You can activate the Golem, so it means that means it's working, but it might be damaged or not be working as it should be. So what now? You are going on a killing rampage?
Don't be ridiculous. Well, I wouldn't mind killing the birds. Those evil birds and their foul droppings. I could crush them all. I suppose if I can't be commanded, this means I have free will, yes? It is simply, what shall I do? I have no memories beyond watching this village for so long. I have no purpose. I find myself at a bit of a loss. What about it? It must have awoken me for some reason, no? What did it intend to do with me?
Think of many uses for a personal golem.
May I ask what sorts of things it gets up to for which I could be so potentially useful?
Wow, it's a cheerful one. Going on, in need of aid.
It refers to the Darkspawn, the very creatures that destroyed this village. The Darkspawn are an evil that must be destroyed, it's true, though not as evil as the birds. Damnable feathered fiends. I suppose I have two options.
If he's
do I
been
not?
standing there
Go
for
with
plus
it or
30 years,
go
I imagine
elsewhere?
he's been crapped on
I
many
do not even know what
times.
lies beyond this village.
Yeah, you can come with me.
I will follow it about then. For now, I am called Shale, by the way.
Is that your name or what you're made of? I don't know. I'm Melissa. Pleased
This
to meet
should
you.
be interesting.
Didn't really ask about if he killed his master, but I'm getting the feeling that it wouldn't matter. Why didn't I not notice this? Oh, because that's where I came out from. Never mind. Now, that was the village of Huntleaf, or the Golem of Huntleaf, as the DLC is called. Now we are about a third, I think. Yeah, about a third to the next level, so we are well prepared to take on, so to speak. But for now, let's go to the camp.
I think I owe you an explanation.
Oh yeah, I
for what
forgot
happened
this.
earlier.
She collapsed. If you remember, she collapsed in a battle.
You should know that something happened to me at the tower before you came along. Remember my apprentice, Petra? She encountered a demon in the tower. It would have killed her had I not intervened. I saved her life that day, but I did not survive that encounter with the demon.
You're standing right there.
Let me explain fully. I engaged a very powerful demon to rescue Petra. It sapped me of all my energy and will and left me drained. It took everything I had to defeat it. And when I was done, I no longer had the strength to keep my heart beating. I remember my life ebbing away. Everything receded from me. Sound, light. I remember being enveloped in complete, impenetrable darkness. And then I sensed a presence enfolding me and cradling me, whispering quietly to me. The sensation is impossible to describe. I was being held back, firmly but gently, as a mother would a child, eager to slip from her grasp. I felt life and warmth flowing through my veins again. I began to be aware of small sounds and the discomfort of my hip pressing into the cold stone of the tower floor. The Fade
that
contains spirits
actually
both
is an
benevolent
amazing
and
story.
malicious.
I have to be
The
honest.
benevolent spirits seldom make themselves known, because they want nothing from mortals, unlike the demons. It was one of these spirits that saved me. Without it, I would be dead. And it has not left me. It is with me, even now, bonded to me. You see, I am supposed to be dead. It is the spirit that is keeping me in this world. And this is not the way of things. Perhaps the spirit did not expect this, but it is weakening gradually. I am living on borrowed time.
Let's make the best of it then.
Yes, that we will.
Right, that is actually quite the story. I like that one. I can't remember. Do we even have enough? When? Can't remember if we have enough.
You're quite taken with each other, aren't you?
Oh dear. Yeah, she probably spotted us. Yeah, we are going
I've
on
seen
with
the way she
Leliana.
looks at you. The familiarity with which you speak, how she always finds a way to place herself next to you.
Yeah, we like it.
I've noticed your blossoming relationship, and I wanted to ask you where you thought it was going. Leliana is a remarkable girl, sincere and guileless, and she has opened her heart to you. I would not like to see her hurt.
Yeah, taking it one day at a time.
You are a Grey Warden. You have responsibilities which supersede your personal desires.
I can have my responsibilities and my relationships. Yeah, we can handle both of it now. Actually, right now we are the commander in charge.
Love is ultimately selfish.
Don't care.
It demands that one be devoted to a single person who may fully occupy one's mind and heart to the exclusion of all else. A Grey Warden cannot afford to be selfish. You may be forced to make a choice between saving your love and saving everyone else. And then what would you do?
What is it supposed to do? Just tell her to leave? I'm not gonna do that.
You may have to save one or both of you unnecessary anguish later on.
Well, you can tell that to those people who choose to romance. I forgot his name. This is embarrassing. Crap. I forgot the frogman's name. This is... Oh my god. Why? Oh dear lord. Oh, come on. NZ. Come on, you know it. You know it. Just think you know it. It's completely gone. I don't know. But you know who I'm talking about. Whatever. Yeah, we're gonna have... We're not giving up no matter what you
I've
say.
given my advice. Do with it what you will.
Not really following up on it. You can count on that. Let's see if there's anything else
What's
to
on
say.
your mind? I have always had an affinity for the spirits of the Fade. As a child, I
let's
never
jump on
feared
this.
my dreams because I knew they were there. I've always been able to feel the spirits, even if I never saw them. And as I nurtured my talent in the circle, I began to notice every time I was in the Fade, whether it was in a dream or in magical practice, that I was being watched. I suppose they must. It is these benevolent spirits that create our dream worlds in the Fade.
They're probably
Sometimes I
watching
would
so they
see
know what
a
dreams we should
glowing,
make in
nebulous
order
form.
not to give us nightmares.
Most times I think it is a spirit of faith. They have never been seen before, and perhaps I am wrong. It always felt like the same entity. This one spirit was... There were times when I was in the... And I think it gave me strength in my most terrible battles. Ostagar being one of them. I don't know why I was chosen. I like to think that I was given a rare chance. And I'm going to make the best of the time. I will not lie and so I will... So you had better listen to me. Because, you know...
Pools. Let's see if there's anything else.
What's on your mind?
Is there ways we can cure you?
Cure me? What, am I sick now?
In a sense.
Even you know that you cannot cure the dead. And I'm not the only one
Well, you can
dying.
rest them, but they will
You
be
are
undead.
too. I'm just more of... Ah, child. Your concern is heartwarming. People fear not death, but having life when the end comes. But why should you fear death if you are happy with the life you have? I think I've let... They say that when you die... What's on your mind?
There you have it. I was looking for that one.
I try not to dwell too much on the mistakes of my past, but I do have one regret. The greatest misstep of my life, made even more grave because it had dire consequences for someone else.
Yeah, tell me. This
Years ago,
this is
I was
her
assigned as
personal
mentor
quest.
to a lad, an Aaron. He was my first apprentice. Aneurin was an elf, raised in one of the elven alienages, and he was very mistrustful of humans, especially humans in authority.
This is a personal quest.
All he knew of the humans was what he had seen in the alienage. He was very wary of them.
I can understand
what
that.
Aneurin needed was time.
It's
Time
like
to
how
get
it's
used
like
to
how
his new
white man
home,
treated the black
time to
man
emerge from his
in
shell,
Africa and
so he
during
could
the
build a
apartheid. It
rapport.
was a
I
cruel
gave him
time.
no such time. I was young and arrogant. He is a mage, I thought. He needs to grow up and act like one. I expected too much from him too quickly. I gave no consideration to his origin or his feelings, and he retreated further from me. All I could think of was how stubborn he was, how he was throwing away all his talent and his potential just to be difficult. Oh, age and wisdom have mellowed
She's
me.
wise now.
I was
She
quite
wasn't
different
back
back then. Much more unforgiving. You cannot plant crops in the cold, wintry ground. You cannot teach a student who is closed off and unresponsive. Patience is what is needed, and I learned that too late to help him.
And what happened?
Aneurin ran away from the circle one night. I had berated him over some trivial, ridiculous matter that I no longer remember. I drove him away because of something utterly unimportant. He was a child, 14 at the time of his leaving. They had his phylactery, and they hunted him down.
Yeah.
They called him
Could have
Maleficar,
brought him back.
a mage who practices forbidden magic, deserving of death. He was a child, misunderstood and lost. I begged the Templars to tell me if he suffered, if they gave him a quick death. I got no answers from them. I was his mentor, and they wouldn't even tell me what became of him.
It's not your
I
fault.
should have known better. I had the best mentors. They were kind, compassionate. Why didn't I learn from them? I failed Aneurin. All I had to do was listen to him. He would try to talk to me, and I would tell him to concentrate on his spells. He talked about the alienage sometimes, and the Dalish. He always talked about looking for the Dalish elves.
Yeah, maybe he did find them.
The Templars are well trained and thorough. That he still lives, it would be a vain hope. The apprentices that came after Aneurin benefited greatly from the lessons I learned from him. In a sense, he was my teacher, and I his student.
Sometimes it takes a very, very, very good lesson to actually become a better person.
And there it is. My story, my one greatest regret.
Yeah, new quest, Wynne's regret. Now, we can't do that until later. I'm not sure we're gonna do that now. And quick saving again. Now. What we could do, now that we have the time, and I might as well. We're gonna save, let's call it camp 3. Nope. I said camp 3, there you go. And there you are. Care. Now. Da 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 da. Let's give it a bone.
Why, thank you so much. Why, thank you so much.
75. Yeah, major cunning. That's why I gave her dexterity. Now she has a lot more than she used.
I enjoy the nights at camp. The night always seems more peaceful to me, safer.
I know what you mean.
I feel the night grants us a reprieve from the troubles of the day. Silly, isn't it? The darkspawn never sleep, and they lurk in the shadows.
I really, really enjoy these, romance conversations. It's hard to explain why. It's just so nice to listen to. guess it's just me who's being a hopeless romantic. And single. Anyway, moving on. You're all entitled to a little silliness now and then.
I enjoy those nights when we stand guard together, talking to pass the time in those small hours. Well, I talk and you listen mostly. Sometimes I
Oh,
succumb and
that
fall
was a
asleep
glitch or
and
jump.
wake to find you
The
still
speeds, I think.
watchful. And I know you're watching out for me.
You never have to be afraid with me.
What I'm trying to say is that I trust you. I'm comfortable around you. I know you'll be there when I need you. You are our leader and my friend, and sometimes I think that maybe we could be more than that. Maker, look at me stumbling over my words like an ill-educated peasant girl. Some bard I am.
You could when you're embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed. I'm just flushed because of the heat.
I always like that one. It's so cute and so fun. It's just like Tally in Mass Effect 2. And she says, is she blushing? What? No, I'm not. It's the heat. It's and I wasn't trying to be intimidated. Wow, it's really hot in here. Out of the blue, you just say, wow, it's really hot in here. Someone like you being interested in me is flattering.
What? Are you saying I have bad taste? Why can't I like you? You're a good person, a great listener, a remarkable warrior. You often show signs of intelligence, and you're fairly good looking. Most of your facial features are in the right place.
Most of my facial features are in the right place. I never understood that one. Most of my facial features. So are we talking about the nose is, slightly angled to the left, my mouth is upside down, my eyes are not at the same level, or they're too big, or whatever it was, or not placed where they should be in the skull? Yeah, you're really bad at this wooing thing. The only one that's worse is Scaris.
There isn't much more I can say. My feelings have been laid bare. You are very special to me.
The two of them are basically the same. Yeah, let's take the second one.
Really? No one told me. You felt the same way.
Well,
and
Wynne
didn't do
probably
me the
knew, but
courtesy
it kept
of
it to
informing
herself.
me?
Alistair
Even
wouldn't
you
have
say all those
noticed.
things. Why couldn't you have said them first? Oh, oh, how very awkward.
Love. You still like me, right?
Why am I being such a baby about this? I must be a sight spilling my guts.
You spill your gut makes me feel loved and accepted. That sounds so nice.
Yes, I am fond of you and I care about you. And let's go about our business before the others suspect something.
It's not that difficult to notice. Let's just put it that way. Now what was I? Before we're moving on, talk to Shell later.
If there's anything I can do for you, please.
I should
please
probably do that
tell
off
me.
camera. I'm getting the feeling that all this talking is boring people. Let's move on.
Of course. Good fortune to you and yours.
Goodbye. Enchantment?
Indeed.
Enchantment!
Alright, then let's get him out of there. Expert lightning in less fast. There we go.
Enchantment?
Yeah.
Enchantment!
I forgot the other one. The green blade. That's the one I have. Yes, holy shit. There we go. It was just glitched out. Anyway.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure...
And your discount. I'm not really sure I believe that, but let's get rid of that stuff we don't need. It could be useful. I'm not making the stuff, I'd rather buy it. That for traps, I believe. And I always like to keep the items that have a name on it. Cameo cowl. It's a maid's hat with cunning on it. Come on. What's oath? Oh yeah. All these useless gems. No. The small ones aren't really that useful. Because that one is the same as the one before. And they gave that's cold damage, that's fire damage. I like fire damage. I think that was it. Let's see. Shield, what does he have? Is it she or he? I think it's a she. Anyway. Spell resistance, that's not really useful. Let's get that one over there, look at that. And I just probably shouldn't have showed that one. Oh well. There you go. Anyway. Now where was I? Can I talk more to you, by the way?
I'm here for you.
I need to
Of
talk.
course.
There you have it. There you have it.
What is meant by someone like me?
A beautiful, charming woman, of course.
And there were no beautiful, charming women in the cloisters, you think? You would be wrong. There were many lovely young initiates
Well, the
in
Grand
the
Grand Cleric or whatever her
all
name
of them
was,
chaste
did
and virtuous.
really looked that charming to me.
It added to their mystique. Because then, they were forbidden. And forbidden fruit is the sweeter, no?
What about your food is forbidden? Too much information.
I did not take those vows that the initiates took. Vows of poverty, chastity, among others. The chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed.
What did you do before that?
I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course. Let's move on.
If you talk to her again, she's not gonna say a lot more about it.
Of course.
Yeah, let's save that one for later. There's a lot of stuff we can talk to, but and I think I'm gonna call it here just for now. It's a bit short, I know, but what I'm gonna do not until next time. Next time, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk to all these people, and I'm gonna do it before I start recording because it takes up a lot of a lot of, you know, time to record it all, and in the end I'm probably getting bored and will skip the conversation entirely, and some might enjoy it, some might not. So, and just to be sure, I'm gonna make another save, you never know. So, until next time, take care.